What's up everybody? Welcome back to the Fayze Reviews YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jordan, aka DJ Fayze, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the best uplights on the market right now, and that's the American DJ Element Hex. This is a fantastic piece of gear. I can't wait to show you and tell you all about it. Before we get started, if you haven't yet, I'd love if you subscribe to the channel because there's a lot of great reviews coming your way, and follow me on Instagram at DJ Fayze, F-A-Y-Z-E. But without any further ado, let's dive into the review. All right, so let's take a look at the unit itself. So you're gonna notice it's finished in this really nice hard metal with a kind of gloss black coating. It looks phenomenal. This would not look ugly or out of place at most events that you do. So one of the first things you're going to notice are the looks, and I think that's super important. As I spin it around, you'll notice that this far side that has the display panel on it has this kind of shield. So if you have this up against a wall, you're not going to directly see the diodes be blinding people unless they're peering straight over the top, which is super nice. This little shield makes a big difference. You're also going to notice a carry handle. It's actually on this side. Okay, so this folds up and allows you to just carry the units, plop them down wherever you need to set them. A tiny feature, but something that I appreciate nonetheless. All right, I'm going to flip this back around to this side. So you've got your display screen here, typical 4-button display. We're going to go into some of the options on there a little later. Small ADJ branding right there, and then mine's still got some stickers on the side that I'm going to remove. Now let's take a look at the bottom of the unit. Okay, so on the underside, you're going to see your typical connection. So you've got an IEC in to charge the light or power it, and also an IEC out. So if you've got the light plugged in and you need to daisy chain to something else, you have that option. And then you've also got your DMX in and DMX output right here. This is actually a fantastic feature. Let's say you don't have a wireless DMX transmitter. Because these lights are DMX, wireless DMX, you can run a wired connection to the DMX in and then use this light to broadcast to the rest of your lights, which is fantastic. Right underneath this little kickstand, which is a great feature, it's got multiple adjustment options here. There is your power button to flip the light on and off. All right, so let's talk about some of the features. Now, it takes 4.5 hours to charge this. It is a battery-powered light, which makes it that much more convenient, and you can run it for about 11 hours on a single color. If you're doing different color fades and programs, it's gonna eat up the battery a little quicker. I've done a 6-hour event with these. No sweat, the battery indicator barely said like 50%. So it definitely lives up to its battery expectations, which is fantastic. It also has Wi-Fi EXR technology, which means this has wireless DMX up to 2,500 feet, which is just shy of a half of a mile. So really, you can string these along any ballroom and it should be no sweat for them to communicate with your wireless DMX transmitter or with each other. Great feature. It's got 4 10-watt LEDs right here. These are hex LEDs, so in addition to your typical red, green, and blue, you're also going to get amber, white, and ultraviolet. So that allows you to do some fantastic color mixing that your typical RGB diodes would not allow you to do. You get much richer colors and a much wider and broader color palette. The last thing worth mentioning is if you're doing a lot of weddings like I am and you have your uplights on during the dancing portion or during the rest of the night and you have a videographer at the wedding, they might complain about lights that flicker on camera. And these are flicker free, which basically means if a videographer is filming the room and you have your uplights on, they're not going to get that nasty flickering effect that you sometimes see with LED lights. I could get into the science behind that, but suffice it to say that they don't flicker, which is fantastic. Let's turn the light on and I'll show you a few of the colors. All right, so let me show you a few of the inbuilt color presets. So CL01 signifies that we're in the preset color menu. You can cycle through up to 63 different preset colors. So if you don't want to mix RGB values yourself, you don't have a DMX controller, you've got a lot of preset options. So CL01 is red, green, blue, white, amber, and ultraviolet, which doesn't look so good on this cream colored wall in this kind of bright room, but it does look great at your events, and it's especially useful if you want to color mix like a neon pink or green. Then we start getting into more of the mixing of colors. So those were just straight diodes. This is more color mixing. So you can see that we have a ton of options. okay? So you're sure to find something that matches your event's colors if you search hard enough. So that's kind of like a warmer white, right? Just a lot of great options. I could go through all these. There's a ton of them, okay? So that's your inbuilt color options. This light also has the option to be controlled over wireless DMX, which is controlled through the RC menu. You can set your DMX value, set it up as a master slave wirelessly with your other lights, or you can color mix RGB, amber, white, UV right within the fixture menu, okay? It's also got a sound active mode and an automatic mode, just like any other uplight. So we're just gonna jump back to CL15. Okay, so that's kind of a look at the basic features and the colors that come with the light. All right, so that's an overview of some of the features of this light and a look at the colors real quickly. Here are my thoughts having used this at a lot of events. The light looks good. It's extremely durable. No scratches, no chips, no nothing, and I haven't exactly been super nice to these, and they've held up super well. They're decently bright. They are not the brightest uplight on the market, that's for sure, but I think their compactness, their battery operation, and their really far-reaching DMX range over wireless connection outweighs that. If you're inside of a barroom and you can dim the overhead lights at all, this is going to be fine. If you need a light that needs to go outdoors and shoot 100 feet up a wall, probably not the best option, but for the typical mobile DJ, I think this is going to serve you really well. The hex color mixing has come in handy many, many times. It has helped me really dial in the colors to match a bridesmaids or her centerpieces or what have you. Having hex on hand, I think, is almost a requirement for uplight these days. RGB really just doesn't cut it anymore. Battery life is fantastic. Like I said, I've had these about 6 months. I've taken them to quite a few events. Battery life has not diminished at all. Even at a 4 or 5 hour event, I'm typically only using at the most half of the battery, and that's running really active programs the whole time. So on all accounts, I love this uplight. I can recommend it after trying a lot of different options from different manufacturers. I'm very happy with the American DJ Element Hex. So that was a quick look at the American DJ Element Hex uplight. I absolutely love this uplight. I think it's a phenomenal value. If you're in the market for something that's wireless and battery operated, does fantastic color mixing with a Hex LED, look no further than this guy. I've got 4 of them. They go to almost every event that I do. They really are just a very versatile piece of DJ gear. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, I'd love if you subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.